What is up, guys? Today we are back with another video. Today's video is going to focus on mob farms, so both mob farms that just give you drops and you can AFK next to them, as well as mob farms that you can use for grinding out some experience to enchant your tools and your armor. So we're going to cover both types of those today. These are just the designs that we use in our world. There's tons of different ways that you can build these if you like. These are just a couple examples on CubeCraft that we built on our island that seem to work pretty well. There's certainly things we could do to make them a bit more efficient, but this isn't about min-maxing, just sort of getting your initial bang for your buck, if you will, when it comes to spawners. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at a couple of the spawner ideas. So the first spawner that we're going to look at here is really all focused on experience grinding and just getting some quick levels. This one in particular is using a number of zombie spawners and zombie pigmen spawners. It's got some level 1s that we used to have in our drop farm, as well as some higher level spawners that you get as you unlock other islands and other aspects of the game. So this one's really simple. There is a platform that's about 18.5 blocks up in the air. All of the zombies drop in this 1x2 box right here, and effectively we just come up here and we just start smacking away and killing the zombies, and you can see my experience is going up pretty quickly. This farm specifically we actually use for one of the nether quests, which is to get 4 different level 6 tools. Within that quest you need to get to at least level 75 or higher, depending on if you're doing stone or iron. And as you can see, I'm not really spending a whole lot of time here, but we're getting a good number of experience as we go along. So everything up there replenishes really quickly. There are, I believe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 24 spawners up there, so everything certainly replenishes itself pretty quickly. If you guys want to take a look at what it looks like up top here, we'll go look real quick. Again, it's about 18.5 blocks tall. There's a half slab that they're falling on to make that half block happen. Really straightforward. There's just a box here that has water flowing from the edge. It's 8 blocks deep so that the water stops at the edge. And then the zombies fall down 3 blocks into another water channel, and then they eventually go into the 1x2 hole. So super straightforward. You don't need those signs there. Those are for some testing earlier on. I do advise putting a ladder in the back. It just makes it easier to get in and out if you are putting new spawners in the mix. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Just again, build the box up a little bit just to make sure that the tops of the walls are far enough away from the spawners, and then that'll make sure that the zombies, or the pigmen in this case, don't spawn on top, because if these are too short, then the spawners will see them as blocks they can use, and you'll start seeing mobs spawn on top. So super simple. Take a quick look at it. I do suggest making this water channel here, the second one they fall into, at least 2 blocks tall, maybe 3 ideally. That way they don't try to jump back up into where the spawners are and slow down the rest of the zombies from falling. So this is just a quick example of what we've done to get quick and fast XP when we need it. And now let's take a look at some of the automatic drop farms. So right now we're kind of in the center hub area of our island, or really kind of where we spend most of our time. You can see here, if you look up, you'll start seeing that there are some creepers that are falling right here. So there's some spawners way up there in the air. And then there's a lot more pig spawners over here. And as you can see, the pigs are falling down pretty frequently. There's quite a few pigs that are falling. We'll go check out those in a little bit. But I would just recommend trying to sort of centrally locate any of your completely AFK mob farms. That way you can sort of stand still in one spot and make sure you're close enough to everything so that it all spawns as your AFK. So I can stand here, the pigs spawn, the creepers will spawn, and then here's a spider farm that we built that we don't use a ton anymore, but I haven't gone in there and killed the spawners yet. So this way I can just AFK here for a couple of hours and get quite a few drops. So let's go ahead and go take a look at what the collection areas look like for both of these. So if we go down here at the bottom, what you'll see is for the creepers, The creepers are all falling onto a series of hoppers. There's one creeper spawner that's pretty high level, and every once in a while it spawns one that doesn't die from the fall. That's okay, we can kill it pretty easily later. All of these really just funnel into a series of chests with hoppers, and you can see here we've got quite a bit of gunpowder. Gunpowder sells for a very nice chunk of change. If we just go ahead and fill that up and sell our gunpowder, there you go. There's 1.6 million in gunpowder. Pretty straightforward. All the hoppers just go into these chests, and you can AFK up top and get tons of loot down here. Over here we get the pigs. This is where the pigs ultimately fall. There's a lot more of them, so the chests fill up quite a bit faster. Let's see, yeah, so we got that chest is almost full, and then you get 1, 2, 3 double chests on both sides, all full of pork. Each inventory of cooked pork sells for a little over 600k, I believe, so pretty good money as well. I've read that the pig spawners actually make your money back for you within about 12 hours, I think. So they're pretty good bang for your buck. Let's go up and take a look at the pigs and see how those are spawning. Alright, so we're up here at the top of the pig farm. As you can see, the design is basically the same as the mob grinder we just looked at. We got all the spawners putting the pigs into a second water channel, and then the only difference for this one is cooked pork sells for more than raw pork. So what we did is we put some signs here in the fall area and then put a couple of lava blocks there, and what happens is the pigs will fall through the lava, and once they hit the hoppers down below and die, they're on fire, and you get cooked pork chops instead of the raw ones. The one tip I would recommend for this one is do what we did and put the lava blocks up higher. We initially put them just right above the hoppers down below, and one of the things that we noticed was if you put them way far down below, it's almost as if the pigs are falling too fast, and every 1 out of 3 pigs would fall and die without actually catching on fire, and we would just get raw pork chops instead. So what we did, we moved the lava up here, and now all the pigs fall while on fire and give us tons of pork chops. We've got the creeper spawners up here. There's some remnants of old spawning chambers that we had for some of the other spawners. So the creepers are currently spawning up there. We've only got 4 spawners so far, but same premise. That's just another box, and they fall all the way down to their deaths down below. So that's going to be about it for this one. Alright, so that's pretty much going to wrap up this episode. If you guys want a more detailed breakdown of how to build these things, certainly let me know. We can build a more of a how-to tutorial video, sort of like some of the other ones that I've done. These are all fairly simple, so I just didn't feel the need to do it. This is a great way to start getting passive income and really take your money-making potential to the next level. The last thing I'd recommend is at some point just creating some type of water area for yourself to fall down in. It just makes it a lot easier to get off from way up high. You don't have to build everything as high as we did either. We have some higher level spawners that we just got from island unlocks that we originally put up there. These are certainly far taller than you need for a level 1 pig spawner. They don't have nearly as much health, so you don't have to build them this tall, but the same premise will ultimately work. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Hopefully this was helpful, and we'll help you guys start really cranking out some cash on CubeCraft.